Hi, HRN listeners. We're celebrating our 15th anniversary, and we have a really fun campaign and an ask for you. This 15th anniversary tour is aiming to bring you closer to unique food and music experiences in some of the most exciting cities in America. All the while, we're raising funds to support our work empowering the next generation of food system storytellers through our fellowship programs. Here's how it works. Donate to HRN and be entered into a raffle in the city of your choice to win a dinner for two at a noteworthy restaurant and tickets for two to a concert at a prominent local venue. We have incredible partners in New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Nashville, Las Vegas, Charleston, Asheville, and Ardmore, Pennsylvania, who have donated a meal for two and two tickets to a concert of the winner's choice. And all donations help fund our fellowship programs, where we're helping to build essential workforce readiness skills and food system storytelling skills. Check out heritageradionetwork.org/15 to donate and enter to win today. That's heritageradionetwork.org/15. Thank you.
You're listening to the Heritage Radio Network, broadcasting live to the cosmos from the backyard at Roberta's in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
The Mike and Judy show. Because Jack's my best friend. That's the best show ever. I love Mike and Judy. It's an amazing show. And Roberta's backs that show. Most more than 100%. Is there more than 100%?
I think we got it.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America, from border to border, coast to coast, and all the ships at sea. Streaming live from the County of Kings, Brooklyn, New York City, on the Heritage Radio Network. Are you ready for the fastest half hour on the internet today? It's the Mike and Judy Show, spanning the globe for high-minded hijinks and lowbrow kinks to bring you the best in sex, drugs, rock and roll, and nuclear fission. They're too bad for radio and too good-looking for television. And now, here they are, to pluck the low-hanging fruit of the literati. Your hosts, Mike Edison and Judy McGuire.
And I'm back, Mike.
I'm so happy. Where have you been, Judy?
Why? Funny you should ask. I've been the breakout star of the Whitney Biennial for the last few weeks.
Absolutely fantastic. You are a true triple threat.
I never really thought in my mid-40s I would become a dancer, but I am.
It's amazing. It's like Showgirls Part 2, The Revenge.
Oh, there's a girl who's going down, too. There is a mean girl. She's going down. I have a friend who works where she works. Her days are numbered.
Well, as listeners of the Mike and Judy Show know, you are a fantastic singer. Not to mention your stellar literary career.
Exactly.
And on-air talent, and now you're dancing.
I'm dancing with Michael Clark. Michael Clark had a call out for non-dancers, of which before this I was a non-dancer.
Unbelievable.
And we're dancing to Pulp. We're dancing to Feeling Called Love. It's about 50 people. 49 people and one bitch. She's going.
Hey, Jack, can you bring Judy another cup of milk, please? Saucer of milk.
Meow. I don't even need the sound effect. But yeah, and so next week, starting on Wednesday, Jarvis Cocker is going to be performing live with us. Luckily not on our song, which is a highly precise dance done by amateurs, because I would just throw us all into a fucking tizzy, but he's going to be performing his band Relaxed Muscle.
Well, I think this is great. Finally, maybe the Whitney Biennial's got something interesting worth looking at.
I know, me dancing.
I mean, it hasn't been good in fucking years. I mean, the garbage they put up and call art. Frankly, I don't think there's been good art made probably since 1969, at least not in this country.
Well, I love your blanket statements. No good art at all. It's all garbage.
Oh, yeah, here's a tennis ball tied to a string and it's connected to the wall. It's bullshit. You know, I went to art school, too. Whatever.
Well, anyway, to change the subject off of me, which I am loath to do.
Move away from the Whitney to Biennial. Let's talk about some high culture. Today is WrestleMania Day.
Yeah, okay, you're alone here, Mike.
WrestleMania Day.
These guys don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Except for CM Punk is cute. I discovered that.
CM Punk in the main event tonight against Chris Jericho. I'm very excited about this. It's WrestleMania Day. It's Palm Sunday. It's April Fool's Day. And we have a band today who's young, who's happening, who's now, unlike the other corpses and mummies and punk rock artifacts we usually bring on this show.
Oh, like the Rolling Stone we had
With
on?
the Rolling Stones, the Dictators, you know.
But yeah, this band is Freshkills. I've known Zach since he was a small child, and now he's a
It's
man
like last week.
with a wonderful new record out called Raise Up the Sheets.
Raise Up the Sheets, yeah.
Zach Lopez.
Hi.
Zach.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? We have a whole room full of people here.
Okay, I'm Zachary Lopez. I sing for Freshkills.
My name's Mishka. I play bass.
I'm Jay. I play guitar.
I'm Tim. I play guitar.
And we have one other pretty face here who may not be in the band, but
The ghost singer.
Remain silent.
Dude, I've done my own gigs with less people have shown up.
I like a full house.
I think it's awesome. So you guys are named, I take it, after like the most toxic sliver of land in the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, well, you know, we took
not named after Kokies.
Yeah, we sort of took a more hopeful stance, though. We were thinking more of the new park, you know, with a toxic dump underneath.
Yeah, because that's not going to cause cancer for years to come.
Like that park in Harlem.
You're going to get cancer.
Yeah.
I think you can just drop it. You're going to get cancer.
Yeah.
So why not go to the park?
Yeah. For our out-of-state listeners, that would be the Freshkills landfill in beautiful Staten Island. Staten Island, which has got the worst rap of all of 5 boroughs. I think,
deservedly.
I fear not the Staten Island.
Ugh.
I don't. I mean,
yeah. How often do you go there, Mike?
Well,
when was the last time you were there?
Summer last time. Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was busy protesting the Vietnam War out there in the landfill.
Exactly.
We actually got an email from them from the park. When we first started, and we were like, "Oh fuck, they're going to make us change the name."
From a landfill?
Well, we thought no, but they said it was when they were turning it into a park, and we thought it was a cease and desist, and we didn't know what we were going to do, and they actually invited us on a tour.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
would tell you, Staten Island is very nice. I have friends out there with backyards and stuff. It's a boat. You take a boat to get there. The boat is free, and it is the only line in the entire MTA system that sells beer. Okay, imagine if they sold beer on the sea train.
But if you ever have to be anywhere on time, Staten Island.
And I saw David Bowie on Staten Island, and there's like very charming theater out there at the University School Arts Center they have out there. Staten Island gets a bad rap.
Well, it had Copland.
Copland, and a lot of mafia mansions.
I thought that gave it a
Island.
good reputation.
It has mob wives too, doesn't it? Isn't that from there?
I
think so.
Which really is a godsend of the reality.
Yes,
you don't watch
does.
TV, do you, Zach? You're
of course
one of
I
those
watch TV.
intellectuals.
Yeah.
Writing poetry, whatnot.
Yeah, what's up with the poetry?
What's up with the poetry? Okay, Zach has sold 3 books of poetry. How many people do you know are published poets? Tell us how they came about.
But I've given away about 950. But
I bought all mine, just so you know, including one on Kindle.
That was the 3.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the question?
Does your poetry rhyme?
It never does, and that's actually why I stopped doing it, because I realized I wasn't very good at it.
No, you're good at it. I remember reading the last book and going, oh, and then immediately emailing Zach about some scandalous piece of gossip. I was like, I know it's true, but we won't get into that. Anyway, so you wrote the books with Nick Zinner.
What's the tease? What's the scandalous piece of gossip?
Nick Zinner and Stacey Wakefield, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
I know who Nick
That's
is.
not the gossip or the tease. Those are my collaborators.
Nick is in the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great remix of one of your songs or more.
He remixed a song off our second album, it's good. He's been doing a lot of remixes, and I imagine he'll do more in the future. But
you guys are high flyers. I was just saying, Jim Sklivunos produced your new record. I love Jim. As people should know, he plays with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and
he drummed with you this tour, right?
And he was a good enough guy to climb in the van with you guys.
He did. At a benefit for Jonathan Tobin. I ran into him and I said, "Oh well, our former drummer Jim Paradise, he can't tour with us, and are you?" And I jokingly said, "Well, what are you doing?" And he said, "Send me the dates."
Wow.
He said it in a much lower. He was like, "Send me the dates."
Well, Jim's like about 9 feet tall, right?
He's about 9'7",
and he's a monster drummer. He's played with Lydia Lunch and the Cramps, Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Nick Cave, of course, and his side projects. No, Jim's a monster, and he's got great taste.
Yeah.
So
he was an invaluable presence in the band. He was an invaluable presence in the van too. I mean, the first thing he said when we picked him up in Mill Basin was, Here Comes the Pain. So
he didn't bring along any cheery band snacks or anything?
Well, I mean, aside from the fruit roll-ups, no.
Okay.
Well, the pain. I was listening to the sound check that you guys were just doing, and no, it wasn't the happy sound.
Really? I don't know.
What's your
talking
definition
about.
of happy,
Yeah.
Mike?
Oh, happy
Come on.
WrestleMania Day! Oh, I can't wait! This is my CM Punk and The Rock and the Undertaker in a steel
The
cage
Rock?
match. Oh, you like The Rock, right?
I love The
God,
Rock.
you're such a mark. Why would you like that guy? Because he's good looking.
What else? It's
I know. This is. I know. It's so sad. So sad. You're dancing in the Whitney Biennial.
I
You should be
know.
aware of other forms of culture besides, your highfalutin dance at the Whitney.
I knew Mob Wives was filmed on Staten Island.
Okay, that's good. I'll give you that. Okay.
Let's hear-
WrestleMania falls somewhere between the Biennial and
Yeah,
the Mob
somewhere.
Wives.
Let's hear a song from Freshkills.
I would love to. What do you guys got for us?
We're going to do Hotels.
And is this from the new record available
This
on
is
iTunes?
from Raise Off the Sheets, available on iTunes now, yes.
Or $5 on Amazon?
Yeah, for the
Which-
month of April.
Don't one of you guys have a kid named Amazon?
Shall we?
There you go.
Are you tired? You seem tired. Don't misunderstand me, wear it well. Losing sleep from all that shouting. Please take my arms as your hotel. Are you fading? I've been fading since you got here around 4:30. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? I'll watch your body, I'll guard the door. We are not children, we are not children. We know things end badly, we know things end bad. There is no future, no resolution. Until there is, baby, I'm your man. In my bedroom stands a bookshelf for all the books I'll never read. Hangs above it an empty frame, waiting for the picture of you and me. I'll be wearing black bars on badges. You'll wear a gown of dagger print. Our eyes are closed and we're kissing the knives without the knives within. We are not children, we are not children. We know things end badly, we know things end bad. There is no future, no resolution. Until there is, baby, I'm your man. We are not children, we are not children. We know things end badly, we know things end bad. There is no future, no resolution. Until there is, baby, I'm yours. We are not children, we are not children. We know things end badly, we know things end bad. There is no future, no resolution. Until there is, baby, I'm your man. We are not children, we are not children. We know things end badly, we know things end bad. There is no future, no resolution. Until there is,
Yay!
All right, the feel-good song of WrestleMania Day.
All our songs about WrestleMania, emotionally.
That song was so good, I'm going to bring a pizza in.
All right.
You guys-
See,
you
we
see-
know how to treat a bunch of guys.
You guys get pizza. So,
Jim Sklavounis didn't bring any pizza, did he? No.
Well,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
which would you rather have, poetry or pizza?
Don't ask me the hard questions on a Sunday.
Let go.
So you guys are probably going to kill me, but I'm getting the Velvet Underground vibe a little bit from this. Maybe you've heard that before.
I'm familiar with the band. Sure.
You got one of the records skulking around
Sure,
around the house.
yeah.
So what I want to ask you is, can we pinpoint exactly when Lou Reed started to suck?
Like as a human being,
well-
I'd say adolescence.
Well, really, was he a jerk even then?
Well, the one thing is, as most people in the room, I've read and reread "Please Kill Me" over and over and over again, and kept a copy of it underneath my my pillow. Excuse me.
So you could better absorb it.
Yeah, and one thing like that he says again and again is, all musicians are assholes. All musicians are assholes. Don't expect.
Well, he thinks there's
not to be
safety
an
in
asshole.
numbers is what he's going for.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Yeah, but I definitely sort of prefer his brand of just being an unrepentant, terrible person to the sort of like nice guys who who behave in the same way, who are just as vile, but they're like
who?
I couldn't
Like
think
a
of
John
name to
Mayer
say.
type.
What's John Mayer?
Sure.
I don't know. Just when I think of
he's not
douchey
specifically
rock guys, I think
he's
of
not
him.
as hot as The Rock.
I think he's probably a good-looking guy, but
Well, sure.
yeah,
He's not
but- well-
but that's a good example. He's someone who, his reputation is that of like a womanizer and like a not great guy. But it's because he does this song, "Your Body is a Wonderland" or whatever. People are like, "Oh yeah, he's a swell," and you're like, "Really?"
I gotta say, I don't really know anything about him. Except
I'm familiar with his oeuvre.
yeah. So I think it was like Lou was like right after Transformer. He just like
it's when he stopped sucking cock.
That's basically it.
It's true. That's the last time
Started.
He was good.
Yeah.
One time I was instead of sitting in my house, I was actually waiting for a pack of the UPS guy to show up, and he never showed up, and I kept getting drunker and drunker, and I started writing this song about Lou Reed. I do recall, now I'm reminded of the last stanza of this song, which had about 24 stanzas. I progressively got drunker and drunker waiting for the UPS guy to show up, and it's, "Lou, your poetry sucks, but it's your choice. You should go back to fucking boys."
All right, that's about it. I mean, he's fucking Laurie Anderson now. I mean, she's not that.
I mean, I think that's a good assessment, though. I mean, I think you probably should have been a doctor. I mean, he's just suffering from a morbid cock deficiency.
Well,
I am the dating advice person. It all goes back to penises.
And I do wish upon you the misfortune of hearing what's it called, Lula, that thing. you
Oh,
did
that
with
Metallica thing.
Oy, yeah.
Oh. I didn't.
Oi.
Life's too short.
Oi,
to-
any Jews? Any guys Jews?
Yeah. Well, come on.
Any Jews? Any Jews?
We've got a
here?
Murray in the house, so I'm not alone for
Well,
once.
it's Passover's coming up.
Right.
It's also a very exciting holiday. You guys don't do any Passover material, do you? Go down Moses or anything like that?
Well, we're going to do. We're actually playing on Saturday the 7th. Our way of celebrating Passover
at Lou Reed Seder.
We're playing with Grant Hart at Union Pool,
Oh, great.
and so we're going to do a lot of Passover songs. We're going to cover a lot of Harry Cruz songs, as a tribute to him.
Yeah,
and,
Harry Cruz just passed away.
Yeah, rough week.
Oh wow!
And
Just so
that was
they
a moment of
can hear
silence for Harry Cruz.
Oh no. This is Lou Reed and Metallica.
Oh. Thank you.
Listen and
I was
learn.
hoping this morning that I would.
Most beauties is a challenge that our youth must quickly conquer.
Oh, actually, this doesn't bother me at all. I'm totally into this. Mr. Reed,
man.
I'd take back the last 10 minutes of the conversation. I'm kind of into this. I'd much rather listen to this than 80% of what's out there.
Well, I love
Not
having
90%,
you guys here because actually, you really, I mean, of all the except for Kudzo, who we adore, most of the people we have on the show, we had Bobby Keys a couple weeks ago, play saxophone with the Rolling Stones, who were popular in the 70s.
Yeah, he told me we're having a Rolling Stone on. I was like, oh great! And then he told me Bobby Keys. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, it's all right. You didn't know who Ronnie Wood was either.
I know who Ronnie Wood is.
Yeah, but you know what? Mick Jagger doesn't. Okay, the guy's playing guitar. Fucking Mick. Talk about dicks. Mick fucking Jagger.
Brenda, don't put Brenda down.
Brenda and his tiny
Brenda.
and his tiny Todger. So you guys got another song for us?
We do.
Which
Yes.
song is this? I wrote.
Maybe
down
I should take it down a notch.
Yeah, peppy Hanukkah music, peppy Passover. Sorry, going a mistake.
Yeah, this song is actually about the angel of death.
Oh, good. You know I love that.
Wait. Wasn't there a death song on that first Velvet Underground record?
I know, and you've never seen us and the Velvet Underground photographed in the same room.
Well, I like I love the Velvet Underground, and I've actually been sort of in my house has been sort of a. Actually, I hate to say it, a Lou Reed, at least in terms of the Velvet Underground and David Bowie Renaissance. I've been playing these records, and it's amazing how much in like the Bowie records, like Man Who Felt Earth, and even Hunky Dory, you just hear Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. It's just like he just swiped the parts that he needed from Lou, he swiped the parts he needed from Iggy, and voila, that's good Bowie.
I actually the only David Bowie song I like is the one from Cat People.
I'm drawing a blank.
Is that Fashion, Zach?
Which song? The Giorgio Mord. She's not dignified. Zora's too much of a David Bowie fan. She doesn't like it when I talk about my one David Bowie song.
Sing it.
I don't want to.
Judy, which do you prefer, the movie Cat People or the play Cats?
The play, duh. But I'm like in the Whitney Biennial. I like the theater.
Right.
Now.
But you know that they're not real cats. They're just people dressed up like cats that were in there.
Shut up! Shut up!
All right, here's Freshkills.
Johnny was beautiful. They're in love, love, love. Frankie was weakness. Johnny her keeper. They were in love, love, love. Frankie grew stronger. Johnny lost ground to her. They were in love, love, love. Frank said to John, I won't be held down by God's love or anyone else. We had a good thing once, but good things don't last. Just ask your mother. John said to Frank, there's cause and effect. There's butterflies and battleships lost. There's sailors long gone and mothers who mourn. And I won't live in a world without love. Frankie was careless. Johnny a spilt drink. They're in love, love, love. And it was inevitable. Like death were more sensible. Oh, love, love, love. Everybody's careless. Everybody's blameless. In love, love, love. Frank said to John, I won't be held down by God's love or anyone else. We had a good thing once, but good things don't last. Just ask your mother. John said to Frank, there's cause and effect. There's butterflies and battleships lost. There's sailors long gone and mothers who mourn. And I won't live in a world without love.
inner goth girl loves this.
So what kind of drugs are you guys into?
Oh, funny you should ask.
Well,
we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
No. Any of you guys ever smoke angel dust?
No, but
come on.
I never. I know. But when I worked at Mars Bar, there was a lot, like all the C Squat kids.
Weren't
were
you just
constantly-
breathing angel dust when you worked at Mars Bar?
Yeah, it was a mix of asbestos and angel dust.
You worked
and
at Mars
shame.
Bar?
For years.
Yeah, for about 8 years.
Wow, you call that work?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What do we think?
Yeah.
You miss the
That was
Mars
work.
bars? That little.
I'm not sentimental about Mars Bar.
No.
No.
I'm always
I mean-
sentimental about just about everything. I don't give a shit the Mars Bar closed. It was
Well,
like a
you know,
herpes
it's-
sore on the
yeah.
Lower East Side.
I can't believe there's most people we've ever had in one room on our show that haven't smoked angel dust.
I know. We asked because we do a poll, and pretty much 90% of our guests have smoked angel dust, not on purpose.
If you can get some, we'll do it.
Carbona, not glue.
I want to talk to Mishka about Kindle singles because I am fascinated with this format. I bought a bunch of them. His books. My friend Anna David was on here. She has one coming out. Bought a bunch of them.
I agree. I think it's a great format.
It really is. It's $2. I mean, even if it sucks, it's $2.
What's funny is that before Kindle singles were rolling, the editor there, we met up for breakfast and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm working at Amazon. We have this great idea. We're going to be selling stuff for like those nerd pads, and we want you to write a story for it, and it's going to be great. And you're going to make all this money and get famous." And I was like, "Dave, no offense, but this is the fucking dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life."
All right.
Like, I don't know a single person who has one of those things, those abominations, and and like everybody gets so much content for free, nobody's going to buy anything, and if anybody buys stuff, they're not going to buy my stuff, and I was, and also I was like, I'm sober now. I don't have any stories anymore.
But what
too young
encouraged
to be
you to get
sober.
sober? A series of really horrible things.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a whole other conversation where, the second Kindle single that I did, Dave was like, okay, you're going to write a story about how you stopped doing all these drugs and, and started running these crazy distances.
Mishka runs like 50 miles in one day
and
loses his toenails.
And I was like, Dave, no way. I will not write that book because nobody's going to want to buy it. Nobody's going to want to hear me, talk about my fancy fucking feelings and like how I made all these stupid mistakes and again, it's just so wrong.
Yeah, you should have him be the boss of your life.
Yeah. I still
you obviously have bad impulses still.
Well, I mean, no, I talked to Dave and he's like, the sun came up this morning, and I'm like, bullshit, it didn't. I mean, I can't get over it, but yeah, fortunately, he's looking out for me.
No, they're really great, and they're not that sort of preachy, like, oh, I found God and got clean book. They're just like, it's sort of like something that just sort of happens. It doesn't define you, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I try to be open with the fact that I'm still totally clueless and like I still, don't know what I'm doing. And, and people have criticized it that like, oh, you don't offer any, any method for like how to clean up or whatever. And I don't, because I don't know how to do it. And I only had to do it once, and fortunately it stuck. And but I don't know how I did it.
Well, you know what? Fuck those people. Fuck them right in the eye.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's not your job to offer them advice and tell them
Exactly,
how to
I'm
get
not-
clean. You have a good story to tell, and it's your story, and you got to take it where you can find it. I don't know why people expect everything to be wrapped up in bubble
Well, they
gum
want a
wrapper
message. They want, like, an
and
after-school
make it so
special.
fucking easy and goddamn digestible.
Yeah, I mean the message is I didn't know what I was doing then. I don't know what I'm doing now. I just wake up earlier now.
Without a hangover.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were that easy, don't you think I would do it?
No.
It occurs to me we've had probably a high percentage of sober people and newly sober people on the show as we have had people who've smoked angel dust.
There's a lot of crossover in that crowd.
Well, I mean, the other thing is,
the angel dust really is the transition point.
I mean, I say the same thing about sobriety that I say about herpes. It's not for everyone.
Exactly.
It's,
Herpes is so underrated. It's such a bad name.
I don't know. I mean, if you're, if you can have a couple of drinks and hang out and not be a total asshole, then power to you. I wasn't that guy. I mean, a week into joining the band, I texted Tim one night and I was like, "Hey, are you out?" And he just texted back, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I'm glad that this is the established, sort of power dynamic that we've, it's like they understood when I joined the band that they would all be babysitting me.
Well, I mean, do you guys find it difficult? Was it difficult to be around people who still drink and stuff?
When I stopped drinking, Johnny, our former guitar player, said, I totally support you. I mean, should we not drink around you? And I was like, no, have a good time. Just don't offer me a drink. And Zach looked at me and he was like, Mishka, I haven't offered you a drink in about 10 years. So they were a little too supportive.
Long time coming.
Well, I'll tell you what, once again, it has been the fastest half hour on the internet today. It's the Mike and Judy Show on the Heritage Radio Network here at Roberta's. Guys, tell us where we can find you, where you're playing, where we can get your Kindle singles, your poetry, your records, your music.
Okay, well, you can get Mishka's Kindle singles off Amazon. You can get our record off Amazon. For April, it's $5 for the MP3s. You can order the CD and T-shirts and stuff directly from the End Records. And we're playing August 7th, Saturday, at Union Pool with... What did I say? August? Oh, yeah, we're playing before August. We're playing April 7th. We're an ambitious band. We're playing April 7th with Grant Hart from Husker Du. And if you're not familiar with him, then don't come, because I hate you.
At Union Pool.
At Union Pool.
In Williamsburg.
And thanks for having us in occupied White Bushwick.
Any predictions for WrestleMania tonight?
It's good. We're very excited about WrestleMania. I hope the Gravedigger wins. Is that a person?
Oh, nice cover.
That's good. Good. The Undertaker. The Undertaker, The Walking Dead will be defending his streak tonight. We're going to go out today with a little wrestling music. It's Land of a Thousand Dances from the First World Wrestling Federation record. See you guys next week.
I also want to thank Zora Tash from Religious to Damn for doing background vocals.
You're very patient, Judy. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this program on the Heritage Radio Network. You can find all of our archived programs on heritageradionetwork.com, as well as a schedule of upcoming live shows. You can also podcast all of our programs on iTunes by searching Heritage Radio Network in the iTunes Store. You can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for up-to-date news and information. Thanks for listening.
Hey there, I'm Lee Ullman here with some big news from the National Young Farmers Coalition. We're partnering with Heritage Radio Network on a special season of The Farm Report. It's all about what's happening with the Farm Bill and how it impacts farmers and eaters.
I am growing diversified vegetables on land that's been in our family for 150 years.
And so with the pandemic, gentrification, property values going up, we had to sell the land and we lost it.
Join us as we uncover the untold stories behind this massive piece of legislation that shapes how we grow our food, what we eat, and so much more.
The problems we have had, those are things that come from earlier Farm Bill and USDA policy, right? Like Earl Butts, get big or get out.
It's my responsibility to know not only what I'm eating, but then like how that all came to be. And realize wow, this piece of legislation, all this money, it's technically something that I support as a taxpayer.
While Congress debates the next Farm Bill, this is not just an invitation to listen. It's a call to action. Be part of the conversation. Subscribe to the Farm Report on Heritage Radio Network, wherever you listen to podcasts.